Oh yes, legends, we are live. Bitcoin all-time high today again. We're going to be discussing some altcoins because yes, I believe they are next. Everybody's bored right now. The hype is finished. What is going with my altcoin bags? Why aren't they pumping? They are going to pump at some point, guys, in the next coming weeks. We're going to see some explosive moves, and I have an explanation for that, of course. Most importantly, Bitcoin, what's going on? Still wicking here, creating all-time highs every single day for the last few days. Are we just going to explode out? There's a massive bullish case scenario that I want to explain in today's video live stream, okay? The possibility of Bitcoin going to much higher levels is there, okay? It is there, and we are going to be talking about that in today's live stream. Of course, we'll be talking about the bearish case scenario on the lower time frames, okay? What are the levels that we need to pay attention, and also how far Bitcoin can go in this cycle. Matter of fact, I want to know your opinion, okay? It's a bit of a late live stream today, guys. Make sure to destroy the like button. We'll be going through some altcoins eventually, guys, okay? Very important, because now is where the altcoins are very boring, okay? We're having some altcoins that are pumping, but not too aggressively, okay? They're not pumping too aggressively. Now, when does the interest come, guys? When does the interest come? When altcoins are exploding. So we're just having a little bit of a cool off right now, and the ones that are watching the stream are the ones that are going to benefit in the next coming weeks because they are paying attention, right? People like the quick pumps, the massive big gains, just like the ones that we had in November. We didn't have much views here back in November. People were losing interest. The ones that sticked around throughout October, okay, September, October, when we were getting ready on major altcoins, all right, before the breakout, well, eventually they're the ones that profited, right? We got the movement up, a lot of attention, people hyping up the pump, XRP pumping, making a 5x, right? We got a lot of attention, guys. That is when we do not want to have the attention. We are going to explain in this live stream how many of the different altcoins are ready, okay? They are in a pullback. They're looking boring. This is it, guys. Absolutely not. This is the moment that you want to be around, okay? I'm going to be talking about some accumulation levels on some different altcoins, guys. Make sure to destroy that like button if you are interested. We'll be going through liquidation. We'll be going through a different charts, okay? Bitcoin dominance, trying to explain, hey, what a major bounce on the Bitcoin dominance. Altcoins pretty much sideways. Some of them are pumping, right? Such as 𝗬cie, Chainlink, right? We've got a couple of meme coins. But overall, most of them are pretty flat, correcting. They got a bounce from last week's drop on Monday. Some of them are retracing. Hey, what's going on? You know, is this it? Absolutely not, guys. This is the moment that we need to be ready again, right? We need to be ready again, just like we were ready back in October. Bitcoin dominance is going to start dropping down here from the 60-cent level. We did actually drop 6%. We got a major rally in November, right, on many altcoins. Now it's getting a bounce, okay? I'm going to be explaining what happens right now, okay? Entering into 2025, of course, you're going to get that volatility bounce, all right, on the Bitcoin dominance, but it's likely to reverse very, very soon, making the rest of the altcoins pump, of course. You need to understand this, guys. I know the interest goes down. People come to the stream or basically join, you know, different channels or basically hyped up when everything is pumping. Now's the moment to pay attention, guys, because we are going to be seeing some massive explosive moves and in the next coming weeks, and we are going to be ready, okay? So don't worry about that. Make sure to stay tuned. Let me go quickly through the comment section. Then we go through the price of Bitcoin right away. Try and explain a little bit of the local movements, all right? What is going on here? We're just moving here, grinding to the upside, new all-time high today. We actually formed a little bit of a double top right there, big rejection, nice little scalp, okay? Nice little rejection scalp. Shout out to Aiden in the Legends trading community providing that setup today, looking for that double top, right? Create that swing failure pattern, double top scenario, and looking for a retracement. Start collecting those profits as we get the pullback, and basically saying that, you know, time to close the short, guys. If we are shorting the Bitcoin price in a bull run, we want to be collecting those profits very, very quickly. Shout out to Aiden here, one of the coaches providing those setups in the Legends trading community. So let's go right away through comment section. Say hello. It's a bit late, guys. It's a bit late, so I'm doing a little bit of a late live stream today. I should go live a little earlier. Let's go quickly through the comment section. Go, go, go. Jackie Wood, my mother here, always giving support. Andrea Gambino, let's go Legends. Finn, happy new all-time high again, right? Happy new all-time high again today for Bitcoin. I don't know where the people are. People are just not too interested right now. It's like a normal thing. Bitcoin all-time high. You know, we're going to high levels. All right. You know, it's pretty normal at the moment. $108,400 today for Bitcoin. Whoever's got Bitcoin, holding Bitcoin, congratulations. I am not selling more Bitcoin. I'm going to be holding the Bitcoin that I've been buying throughout the last few years. I did sell some at 90,000, some at 100K. Not selling anymore, guys. It's, you know, I'm happy with the cash that I have on the sidelines. I'm happy with the altcoins that we do have. I mean, we have been buying some major spot altcoins. I'm interested in day trading, swing trading scenarios, okay, especially on altcoins, which are very boring. We're going to be talking about that in the live stream because you should have some swing trades activated, all right? Bitcoin more for day trading, all right? I like to day trade Bitcoin more, but some swing trades, boring trades that are just there for the next coming weeks. We're going to be talking about that, guys, of course, throughout the stream. My man, make crypto great again in 2025. We got 𝗬𝗵𝗴𝗫, no financial advice. The like has been smashed. Liquidity hunt behind us for BTC. We operate in a narrow range, but upwards. Altcoin, not yet, not yet. Of course, yeah, we're not yet eventually for altcoins, all right? But it's going to happen, right? Once it happens, we do not want to say, all right, guys, altcoins are pumping, right? We want to be in those altcoins that are pumping, right? When they're boring, they're retracing, they look pretty dead. Guys, this is the moment that we want to be ready with some positions. Spot buys, we have them loaded, right? We're in profits on most of the altcoins that we have been mentioning throughout the last few months. Some of them not taking off, such as Layer AI. That was one of them of a couple of weeks ago. Did get a bit of a pullback. I do expect it to recover. Those are spot buys. Regarding swing trading setups, we'll be going through some in today's live stream, okay? So make sure to stay tuned on that. Of course, altcoins, not yet. They are not pumping. Why? Because Bitcoin dominance is pumping. Bitcoin's hitting all-time high. And altcoins are lagging behind. They're kind of lagging behind. We've got ICP, we got Flux, right? Getting a huge pullback. Pyth network, okay, is one of them that I believe it's going to explode, okay? Oracle project that could even pass Chainlink, and I can't even believe that I'm saying this, but overall, Pyth network, I do believe it's going to explode entering into 2025. When you do see a chart with a major pump and dump and this massive round formation, this is just fueling a massive rocket to the upside, and it's an incredible profit. We'll be going a bit through the technical analysis on Pyth network on why I believe that this one in 2025 will absolutely rock it, guys. One that I am considering adding to my portfolio, but overall there could be some interesting swing long positions, even though swing long positions should have been entered on Pyth network and many other altcoins, guys. We can't just long over 100 altcoins, right? Pick a dozen or half a dozen, right? And get into some positions. But overall, that drop from Monday was without a doubt, you know, from Tuesday, you had Tuesday to decide to get into those longs, low leverage, right? Was the moment to start longing, because in a bull market, when you do retrace 30 to 40%, in the case of Pyth network, 35% pullback from the highs of the last 2 weeks, eventually you want to get into those pullbacks, right? Big pullbacks in a bull run opportunity. Let's go right away. Number 11 on the like says non-financial advice. Absolutely amazing. Snake, Andy. Right, let's go quickly. Okay, I can see your comment, Snake. I'll be going through that. Jordan, how are you doing? Hit the like button. King, Nas, Juice, Marco, Naif, 𝗕𝗶𝗆𝗽 from India. Senio, FTM, check needed. We'll be taking a look at FTM. We need to take a look at the high caps, guys, because high cap coins, they're the ones that, you know, really move, right, in the bull run, okay? Mid-low caps, they're going to be very boring. They're going to take many weeks to get some pumps. I am loaded already on many low caps such as Layer AI, Umbrella, 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗿. These ones are very low caps and they are left in the dust. We get the attention on the high caps such as Cardano, FTM, Algorand, HBAR, right? All of these ones are making the 3, 4, 5x, right, throughout the last few weeks. And the low cap coins are kind of left in the dust, but they're the ones that are going to be very much awake, guys, once we get into that proper altcoin season, when the Bitcoin dominance starts dropping. Everything's on time, guys. Everything is on time. Not to worry, all right? 2025 should be pretty big. Even though 2024 has been big already, 2025 should be even better. All right? 𝗬𝗍 to the moon. 𝗬𝗍 is exploding. 𝗬𝗍 ecosystem as well. No altcoin season this time, says 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗫. Absolutely, my man. Absolutely. When we go to the 4-year cycle theory, okay? Very important, all right? Very important. We've had a little altcoin season. We have had a little altcoin season. Very small though, all right? Very, very small. We had November being, you know, some altcoins pumping 3, 4, even 5x in November. Hey, if you put money on an altcoin, $10,000, and it does a 5x, it does a 3x, right? In less than a month. Come on, guys. You know, we are so, you know, spoilt in crypto. We want those 20x's, those 30x's. These 20, 30, 50x's do take time to happen, okay? You just need to understand the timing. When we do take a look at the, you know, last 4-year cycles, right, we can go to 2016, right? Mid 2016 is when we were starting to see some big major altcoins getting some massive moves to the upside, all right? And also here, back in 2021, right, we were starting to see, in 2017, my bad, guys, 2017, right, 2021 also in January, all right, January of 2021 is when we were starting to see those big pullbacks on the Bitcoin dominance. We're not even in January, right? We're not even in January. Look how we were consolidating here, entering into 2017, right? The big major altcoin season, looking at the 4-year cycle, didn't even start in February, March of 2017, right? February, March. Back in 2021, you know, altcoins started popping very aggressively after Christmas. Entering into 2021 in January, February is when we started to see those big pumps on altcoins. Now, we haven't even entered January, right, of 2025. So, you know, we haven't even had the 4 years still happening. So we're very much front running a little bit, right, the bull run, and the people are jumping in very aggressively. Still very early, guys. The next coming months entering into 2025 is when we're going to start seeing skyrocket moves, okay? And we need to understand this. We really do need to understand. Right, let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello to the rest of the people, okay? Ali, how are you doing? 𝗬𝗫𝗆𝗍, up to hill. Hello, Andy. Take a look at Louis' meme coin. Vamos, 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗿𝗆𝗍. I feel good, says 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗿𝗆𝗍. Good friend of mine in Mallorca, Spain. Right, please check flow. Up to hill. Andy, take a look at Louis' meme coin. Louis' meme coin, up to hill. Well, we can take a look at that later on. Okay, Andy, please check flow. We can take a look at some altcoins. First of all, we need to take a look at Bitcoin. I want to ask the people, right? We're getting some people joining in the live stream. Over 400 people on the stream at the moment. Oh my goodness. If we are going to be less than 500, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to call it a night. No, I'm just joking. The people that have joined, you know, they need the analysis, right? They do need the analysis. Let's smash up the like button all together. First of all, let's confirm that we do have at least 200 likes. Over 100 likes, that's good enough. It's good enough. Let's get to 150, guys. Scroll down the video, smash up the like button. Let's get some people joining the stream before we focus into the Bitcoin technical analysis. And as we do get that like button smashed, okay, as we are getting that like button smashed and destroyed, all right, we'll be going through a poll. Bitcoin market, Bitcoin peak, okay? Where is the Bitcoin peak of the market? Start a poll right now, okay? Where will Bitcoin peak top in this bull run, guys. And I want to know, it's going to be interesting, the opinion of many. I'm going to go in between 110 and 130K. Then more aggressive, we're going to go with 150 to 180K. Let me know, guys. We're going to go to plus $200,000. Okay, let's leave it that way. Let's leave it that way. Where do you think we are going to be peaking out? All right, in this crypto bull run. Check out the poll, guys. Where will Bitcoin top in this bull run? Odin, how are you doing, my man? I can see you here. I shorted the top BTC but did not take profits. When we are shorting a bull run, guys, we need to be very selective, right? A double top here was an acceptable trade. It's just going to give you a 2.5, 3 to 1 risk to reward. We cannot short here, right? And expect the market to go to $90,000, right? People that are shorting the top, all right, that are looking at a swing trade perspective. No, guys, if we are shorting Bitcoin, we need to be in and out. Okay, I have no shorts right now, eventually, because we closed to all-time high. We need to be very selective. Shorting lower highs is very, very complex as well as we're getting these movements up. Would I consider this a good short? Are we going to back test? I know Aiden in the Legends trading community, absolutely epic, you know, providing the double top. Let's wait for the highs to be claimed. And once you claim some highs, in this case, all-time highs, you usually have a liquidity grab, okay? So you get that wick, you get that movement up, and then the correction, okay? So overall, very selective with the liquidity grabs, with the stop losses, swing failure pattern, stop above the high, looking for the pullback, start taking profits. That's it, right? Close the short position, right? Close the short. Short is closed. If we were to go lower, we're going to find another trade tomorrow, right? But overall, when we're shorting an uptrend, if you enter this swing failure pattern, you're taking profits, closing short, guys. We're probably going to bounce, right? So let's go through the technical analysis, okay? Let's zoom out. We're just uptrending, guys. I think we want to focus more on altcoins and get ready for altcoins because Bitcoin, all-time high retracement, all-time high retracement, all-time high retracement, all-time high, right? It's a bit wedgy, I have to say. The price action is forming a little bit of a wedgy structure. I'm going to explain how, you know, this is the kind of price action that goes absolutely parabolic, right? Because, you know, a lot of people may see this as, oh, this is bearish, very choppy, very weak price action to the upside. And at some point, we're going to wake up and there's going to be a surprise dump of over $10,000, right? Or $15,000. A major, major pullback. Of course, that could happen, right? Of course it can. But overall, this could also be the start of a major parabolic move. Just get the next leg to the upside. There was a very similar movement that we've had from the last few weeks, okay, back last year. When we do take last year's price action, we had a very similar movement, all right? Which movement? Let's get that wedge out of the way here. Let's do a little bit of a higher time frame, guys, because on the lower time frame, there's not really much to focus. We're just grinding to the upside, okay? Still forming, you know, shallow higher lows, claiming all-time high. We can talk about some local levels of support. Just get ready for a day trade, preferably longs, okay? I'm going to talk about some confluence levels. If we do get that pullback, set the alert, get ready, jump into a long, hit all-time high, get ready to take some profits, okay? Shorts, we just not too interested in shorts unless we kind of double top, just like the one that Aiden provided here. There's no, guys, add to the short here because we're going to pull back at some point. You know, no, you know, we could absolutely create a big, massive move of a few $1,000s. When we do take a look at the price action here that was formed in 2023, right over here, just a few months before the ETF approval, right, back in November. Exactly, in November, right over here. Let's go to the 4 hourly. It's going to be more interesting, all right? Because without a doubt, you would believe that this is a bit of a wedgy structure, right? Bit of a wedgy move right there. Oh my goodness, this is kind of losing steam, right? Ain't looking too promising. Getting to all-time highs, rejecting, again hitting the highs, rejecting. This was not all-time highs, sorry, my bad. You know, just testing the highs, rejecting, testing the highs, rejecting. very choppy. It does look weak, and it does look like it wants to create one of those sweeps down. When we do take a look at this major dump, right, it's kind of almost mirroring this price action that we had back in November, right? October, part of November, we had a massive move down here, pretty deep correction, and then the price grinding here to the upside, boop, 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 multiple 1-2s, bang, massive third wave to the upside. Okay, I mean, we could use the bars pattern here to basically try and, you know, see if there is very close similarities with this movement. All right, and basically take it to the price action that we have today. But what I want to explain about this price action, you know, the wick in the middle that we had, right, that major dump in the middle that we had in this price action does look very similar to that dump that we had last week, right? Look at that major wick to the downside. On the spot exchanges, we did not take out this low. The wick was slightly higher. Okay, you got that middle wick, and then you're just grinding here with multiple 1-2s to the upside. It does look very wedgy, and then you're like, oh, this is going to get a pullback, and then the price just continues to the upside here, and everybody's like, hey, where is that pullback? When is the pullback going to happen? You know, this is the thing. A lot of people do expect a pullback to happen at some point. I mean, I wouldn't say it's exactly the same, right? It's not really that similar, we have to say. But you've got that movement to the downside, kind of grinding also to the upside, higher lows, and then, you know, you get that major move to the upside. Overall, the liquidity grab was happening right over here already. So we are going to focus on altcoins, guys, okay? Because on Bitcoin, there's really not much to analyze. Am I interested in a short position? Then we're going to take a look at I'm going to say in between $150,000 and $180,000. Woo! Interesting. A lot of people believe that we are very close to hit the top. Okay, we're very close to hit the top. Where will Bitcoin top in Where will Bitcoin top in this bull run? A lot of people believe that we're very close to the top. 40%. 41% say around about $150,000 to $180,000. Very interesting, guys. Very interesting. Plus $200,000. We have a small percentage. But yeah, we're not going to focus very much on Bitcoin today. We need to go altcoin hunting, right? Altcoin hunting. Bitcoin, if you hold the bags, there are some day trading, scalping opportunities. You know, we focus on that here in the Legends trading community. We have Aiden providing today's setup, which is basically looking for that double top. You know, if you're not longing already, well, yeah, no, let's see if we can catch that double top scenario, wick above, wick below, right? But overall now with shorts, not really interested here with this bounce, okay? Could we back test this level? I mean, this movement to the downside hasn't had a huge amount of volume. There has been some volume. Could we back test those all-time highs from yesterday, right? Where we did have an all-time high right over here. Could we back test that level? Not too convincing, I have to say. Unless we were to form massive bearish CVDs, but not even with bearish CVD divergence, all right? Preferably we change market structure and then have bearish CVD divergence to continue to the downside, get a major move down. But for the moment, we're just grinding here with higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. So I wouldn't be too interested in speculating on a lower high here. Why? We're just consistently grinding up here with higher highs and higher lows. So, you know, speculating on a short, on a lower high, on a back test here, very, very difficult, I have to say. Very, very difficult. So we're interested in longs without a doubt still, right? We're just consistently making all-time highs. Now, I would love to see the price form another leg down. Form a three-wave structure, right? Just similar to this one that we had right over here. That Aiden also provided a beautiful long position here, back testing the previous all-time high that we had right there. Beautiful three-wave move, beautiful bounce back to the highs, okay? Matter of fact, I did manage to jump into that long position. I mean, profits have been taken already on that long position just here the last couple of days. Right now, no trades locally in this range on Bitcoin. I can talk about a major level that I would be interested. If you are interested in trading, of course, multiple different platforms to trade on here, guys. Bybit for me is number one. Hundreds of cryptos right over here, but a great platform to trade on, two actually, that just requires an email and a password is Weeks. There's hundreds of altcoins here. You got $20,000 deposit bonus, or Bluffin, right? Any of the two just require an email and a password. Bluffin has the highest bonus at the moment with a $100,000 deposit bonus. You know, the more you deposit and trade, the more airdrops you're going to be getting here on Bluffin throughout the time, okay? Check out the links down below, guys. Weeks and Bluffin, you only need an email and a password to sign up. So regarding Bitcoin, you know, there's that massive bullish case scenario, very similar price action that we had in November of 2023, right? October, November, exploding in December, right? So very, very similar. We got that major drop in the middle. It's just grinding to the upside. I think a lot of people are expecting some kind of crash to happen, but this might not happen, guys. It just might not happen, and we're just entering another parabolic phase in the bull run. I mean, this is what happens in bull runs, right? People expect the unexpected, and people are just expecting a major pullback to happen at some point to start sweeping the higher lows, right? We've got some CME gaps, right, that are just being left in the dust. This is what happens in major big bull runs, right? When you do take a look at the BTC futures chart, yeah, this is what happens in bull runs, guys. People focus on the CME futures gap, and you know, we just leave them behind. We just leave them behind, those futures CME gaps. Okay, we have one right there at $54,000, one over here at, you know, $80,000 range, and for the moment we're leaving one behind here at the low $102,000-$103,000 range. Okay, so CME futures gap, will they get filled at some point? Well, yeah, at some point maybe this one could get filled. We're very close still to that CME futures gap. So regarding Bitcoin, just grinding to the upside. Let's talk about only the one level that I would be interested, right? Because if you ask me, right, I'm in no trade on Bitcoin. I haven't been trading on Bitcoin, right? I didn't jump into a long position right over here. I didn't get into this short scalp, okay? Because I'm not in the Legends trading community and, you know, just providing the take profit zones, and when, you know, closing the position short, all right, as we're getting a little bit of a bounce. If you're not in any local trading setup here in this range, I am personally not interested in a short right now. This one was a good short. It was a scalp, in and out. That is it. I'm not interested in the back test, okay? Could we back test here the all-time highs from yesterday, get a bit of choppiness, and then get another leg down, form a little bit of a three-wave structure? Absolutely. I am not going to risk for that lower high. We might just claim the highs again and continue to the upside. Very possible scenario. However, I would be more interested in jumping into a long position, just because trend is your friend, right? Unless you're very specific with your shorts, with test all-time high, jump into a short, stop loss. The market gives you that 2-to-1, 3-to-1 risk to reward. Boom, boom, get in, get out, right? Interested in longs to claim the highs again. Very difficult long right there. Just a quick sharp pullback, V-shaped recovery right now in the last few hours. It would be nice if we were to form a lower high or even a flat structure, claim the high, and then come back down to the lows. This would be the moment that I would be very much interested if that were to happen in the next coming hours. If we do get another drop of a couple of $1,000s, I would be interested, depending on the reaction on this zone, to jump into the long, right? This is what we do, guys. We need to plan the trade, because I can't even imagine the people that are looking for shorts or basically in short positions and adding to their short. We're going to get an epic crash of $15,000 at some point, right? Or an epic correction. This is extremely dangerous, right? It is extremely dangerous. Whoever's adding to shorts, you know, trying to predict that the market is topping out very soon, is in extreme danger, guys. I have to say, do not trade like this, right? When we do take a look at the price action that happened here back in November of 2023, very similar momentum, bit of a wedgie structure. It looks very poor price action. It does look like that you're going to get that pullback, sweep up all of these higher lows, and then the price just absolutely rockets, okay, right over here, pumping, you know, just almost $10,000 back in 2023 in November, December, right? So be very cautious. You know, this is not a zone to try and predict the market top. All right, add to the shorts. You might be lucky and the price will reverse. All right, but it's really not the moment to do so. All right, the danger here of continuing the bull run and forming that parabolic move, right, to the upside is there. We are in bull market. We're just hitting consistent all-time highs throughout the last few months and the last few days, right? So stay very, very cautious, right? And shorts should be taken as scalps. We get them here. As you can see, we're getting in. We get a drop of $1,000 to $2,000. We're in and we're out, okay? High leverage, high speculative, right? But we're very defensive with our good risk management. We get in and we get out, guys. That is how we do the shorts in the bull run, with very, very good risk management, no adding to position or any of that. So let's go straight to the point on what would be a good, interesting zone here for a long position on Bitcoin. Without a doubt, we are still grinding to the upside. And what is very, very interesting here, you know, about this move, this could have been the end of the corrective structure. We formed a little bit of a triangle right there. And there is reasons to believe that this could have been the end of a corrective move, okay? Right over here, A, B, C, D, E. We started off here grinding to the upside, okay, very, very nicely. Bit of a wedgie structure. Still interested in longs eventually. Still interested in longs, guys. You know, the trend is up and till the very end, right? So those support levels should be, you know, very much interesting to jump into a long. So if the price were to form a lower high here, get back to the lows, or claim the highs and then back down to the lows, all right, this could be a possible flat structure. What are the most important zones where we could find some support? Well, when we go to the session volume profile, okay, a good level that we did bounce from here, right, the other day. Very, very good. The previous day value area high. Previous day value area lows and value area highs are very important indeed. If we were to get that movement down throughout, you know, tonight, in the next coming hours, today and tomorrow, what we need to consider is the previous day value area low right over here, okay, with the point of control. That zone could be the zigzag. You got higher low support, and we are just continuing here with this uptrend, right? So what is the kind of reaction that we need to see here? All right, very possible as well that we do have here the movement to the upside. What is very interesting from this low, when we count some waves from this higher low right there, we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we've got a bit of a triangle right over here in this zone, forming right over here an ABC, and then continuation to the upside. Could this be the third wave? We need to form a fourth wave, a little bit more of a pullback in this contracting move, right? Because it is very contracting. You know, you would speculate that this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get the 5. This 4 from this pivot low has been extremely shallow from this higher low, because this would have to be the end of the correction, right? In that triangle formation, right? You got 1, 2, 3. And then price continues to the upside. Multiple 1-2s right there. And just grinding up here. I'm interested in Fibonacci retracement from this higher low to the high created. It would be nice to get at least to the 382 Fibonacci. 50% Fibonacci. Okay. That would be my interesting zone. And that is coming down to the previous day value area low. It would be basically 50% Fibonacci is where we have the previous day value area low. 382 is where we have the previous day point of control. So this zone is going to be very interesting. And what would be nice, as that drop that happened the last few hours, it did not sweep up the lows. It did not sweep up those lows that we did have early this morning or late last night. These lows right there were not swept. So if the price were to form a lower high, or even testing the high and then coming back down, I would consider this as a liquidity grab up, liquidity grab to the downside, and then look for the price to actually recover from this point. Doesn't really matter what it does, okay? And we might just break the highs and continue, right, with price discovery. But we want to be ready, right? We are interested in zigzags. We are interested in those pullbacks to see if we can jump into a long position. We just got a basic resistance support flip right over here, all right, from these highs with these, just a nice bounce right there. We are interested in the pullbacks, guys. So if we form a lower high, we know we have a zigzag. If we form a movement down, a high, we got a flat. About this flat structure, would be nice to sweep up those lows and get acceptance back above. That would be the moment that I would be speculating on another long. Sweep up the lows, recover from the lows. The most aggressive one would be the 50% Fibonacci from this pivot low, from this pivot. Because remember, what we are seeing here is the latest move to the upside. The latest move to the upside, which is this one, in this contracting move, right? Because it is very wedgy. It is very wedgy. So we're looking at this as an impulse right there. Retracement, another move to the upside, and this one's very complex. You've got multiples, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? Could we get that correction move right now a little bit deeper and then continue to the next leg to the upside? We just need to follow the market structure. But it would be nice to sweep up the lows that we had very early this morning or late last night. Get supported from higher low. Again, get an aggressive move, acceptance back above. Just continue to form new all-time highs. Now, depending on how aggressive that movement is, if you're looking for an SFP, you might just do this, boom, 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 but then back above. That would be a good sign. You got a zigzag, nice pullback of another few $1,000s. Consolidation, acceptance back above the lows, above the support levels, back to all-time high. Stop loss beneath the low, entry zone, all-time high, 3-to-1 risk reward. That's what we're kind of looking at. If we do drop and you don't want to wait for the swing failure pattern of the lows, right, from this range that we formed throughout the last 24 hours. If you want to get into an aggressive long trading setup, you're looking for the reaction here from this pivot low. Remember, we're looking at this as a 3-wave corrective structure, right? A bit in a triangle, right? A bit of a running flat. It is a bit of a running flat, right? Where you do have this movement down, almost hitting the highs, then the C wave not claiming the lows, right? For a flat, running flat right there. Boom, continuation to the upside. So this is the end of that wave of the corrective structure. This is the end. So if we do take a look at Fibonacci from this pivot to the highs created, 50% Fibonacci, without a doubt, at 104,500 with the previous day value area low, with the higher low support trend, would be the aggressive long setup. This would be the long aggressive setup. You move down, either claiming the highs or not, or form a low high. You get that aggressive move. You have to take this level as an SFP, right? As a tap the 50%. If you're trading beneath the 50%, you're not interested in that long. You're not interested in the long here as you're breaking down higher low support. If there's no reaction, you just, the price could really start dumping. I don't think that's going to be the case, right? We're looking very strong indeed. We get that pullback. We just need to be ready for the reaction. And the 50% Fibonacci is where we have previous day value area low. 382, if that reaction is hit, okay, if we do get the reaction at the 382 and the previous day point of control, in this case it's a naked point of control, which is sitting at 105,200, right, 300 range. It's a naked point of control basically. If we do not break down to the 50% and previous day value area low, right, wherever happens here, it doesn't matter, either a flat or a lower high, and you get the reaction at the previous day point of control in the 382, right? Maybe some people are going to be waiting for this 50% Fibonacci to jump into the lowest level, and then the price gets a reaction here and gets an instant bounce and a consolidation, getting back above the lows. That's going to be your first initial sign. As this price action happens, if this does happen, this little pullback is going to be your level that you're going to be interested in longing, especially if you do form bullish CVD divergence, which, you know, definitely could be the case, right? When we do take a look here at this CVD, as we grinding to the upside, what we want to see on that movement down, if it were to happen, taking the highs or not, it doesn't matter. Taking the, you know, that movement down, sweeping up the lows from early this morning, if we were, okay, to form some pretty aggressive lower lows here on the CVD, which is going to be, it is going to be a difficult task, because to form higher lows right there from this pivot, we are very far away. I have to say, we are very far away. So it's probably not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen here. Would be nice, but we're so far away in forming bullish CVD divergence from this pivot. You know, that would be the only pivot, of course. If you do claim the lows right over here, you would have to see CVD aggressively dropping down, which I don't think is going to be the case to form lower lows. Yeah, bullish CVD divergence is highly unlikely. Okay, so that's not going to help us in this case with this support zone. But this would be the interest zone. You know, potentially, if we do get that leg down and we get the movement reaction at the previous day point of control, you know, we really need to, you know, pay attention to this movement up. If the reaction is taken from today's lows or yesterday night's lows, reaction bounce, instead of this being a V shape, right, we would want to see a bounce and then a retracement. This retracement down is where we are interested for the backtest from the lows of yesterday. If we get this kind of move and the reaction and we get back above, we want to be ready, because this could be the end of that three-wave corrective structure. We are still interested in longs. If that bounce does happen at this level, what we want to see in this bounce, preferably with the CVD. I mean, I'm happy as well, even if we don't get bullish CVD divergence, because it's going to be a three-wave structure. We're hitting previous day point of control, the 382. 50%, it would be the second option. That is if you don't get a reaction. If you move down, like in this level, for the reaction, you need to take it as an SFP zone. You hit the level. If you get beneath it, you're not interested in the long. If you hit the level and you get above it, you're long. Your stop loss is beneath the low, and you're looking for that instant recovery here throughout the next coming hours, right? After that level being hit. So the first option would be bounce, retracement from the lows of today as you do hit the 382 and the previous day point of control, naked point of control. On that bounce, on the retracement, what I would want to see, you know, to give me confidence, right? Because that is the lows from early this morning that was not hit with this drop. You form a three-wave structure. We love three waves, guys. That's how we want the corrections, right? Bang, bang, bang. We start looking for that long, speculating on an ABC. If that move does happen, you know what we really want to see, CVD going down ever so slightly, movement back up on the bounce, and then the movement down. If we do form a lower low on the CVD and high lows on price action as you're back testing this level, that is where we are interested, because we're speculating on this on a wave 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, right? We're already hitting all-time highs again. That's how the market moves, right? We've got little 1 waves, 2 waves, 3, right? 4, 5. And that's what we really want to see in this area if we manage to get that drop, okay? So the best thing here to do is set those alerts. And if we do claim all-time highs first of all, before dropping down, I mean, I have to consider the flat structure without a doubt. Because this is very one wavy, right? It is very one wavy. You just got one straight leg down a few hours ago. So if you take out the highs and then take out the lows, you know, we're considering an ABC flat and then coming back up to all-time high, regardless if it's a lower high or a flat. This is your zone of interest. We're uptrending. We're interested in the pullbacks. The levels of reaction are explained. Sweep up the lows, reaction, boom, bounce, retracement, bullish CVDs, back test. Could be looking for that third wave and 4, 5, right? If we move down aggressively, we continue beneath this low. Not interested in the longs right over here, but interested in that 50% Fibonacci from that pivot low here to the pivot high, because what we're speculating here is on a wave 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, hitting the Fibonacci targets for the fourth wave, and one more leg to the upside between today and tomorrow, right? To get that leg up again and form, potentially hitting $110,000. So we're still very much interested in longs, more day trade longs. Shorts, yeah, scalp shorts are the option here. There's no swing shorts to be taken. It's scalps basically, right? As Aiden was providing here in the Legends trading community. If you want these daily updates, analysis, every single day, setups here from Aiden, right? One of the coaches. 𝗕𝗏𝘆 is also there. The modules to learn from basics to advance, how to read the charts and look for opportunities with good risk management. Legends trading community, guys, is the place to be. Shout out to Aiden. This is one of the setups provided today from him, as you can see. Give this guy a beam, right? It is time, all right? Not much more for Bitcoin. Scalps, day trades, very difficult, guys, for shorting a back test right now. I mean, the main reason why, because, this could be a B wave, right? As you do have that movement to the upside, right? Preferably longs are more interesting. Double top here from this level could be a scenario. Take profit zone would be the lows. Take this with a grain of salt. Only if you get that reaction wick down, okay? Then you can speculate on that movement down. A local double top, just because an ABC flat is possible. Take profit zone would be the lows eventually. This is a liquidity game. Claim the highs, claim the lows, claim the lows, claim the highs, right? Preferably long positions as we are uptrending, right? Shorts, very difficult. We need to manage risk and get very selective, guys. If you test the highs in stop loss, you get the movement down, you're making a 2.5 risk to reward, get out, right? These are scalps. You know that the price is going to bounce at some point. If you're still maintaining that short without taking profits, then you're not understanding that we are in a very, very strong bull market, right? So shorts have to be taken as scalps, period. So yeah, that would be basically the zone of interest, guys. That would be basically the zone of interest. And the flat scenario is, an option. This is why here, shorting here is very, very difficult. Because if this is going to be an ABC, right? The problem getting into a B wave is, yeah, it could be a lower high or it could be a flat, right? So it's just they're dangerous, right? B waves are dangerous to short. This could retrace to the 382 or it could actually take out the highs. So to manage risk for scalping in a B wave is just very, very difficult, right? And it is really kind of gambling, right? B waves are really a bit of a gamble. I mean, if you're managing risk, it doesn't matter. But they're very, very difficult to trade unless you have insane bearish CVDs. You could, if you have more data, then you could speculate on that. Anyway, let's take a look right away through. Let's go right away through the altcoins. Let's go right away through the altcoins, okay? Let's go through the comment section first of all, guys. This is very local price action, okay? Very local price action speculation on local trading setups, okay? Scalping and day trading. This is what we look at. Short trade should have been taken as a scalp. Long trades, this was very difficult. This was just a very falling knife move here. Not major confluence, not sweeping any lows. Very one wavy. So to catch this as a long, very complex despite the bounce. Would really be interested in a 3-wave structure. That you just need to set some alerts here at the lows and trade the reaction at those levels that have been mentioned, okay? I'll be going to bed very, very soon in the next, hour or so, so probably won't manage to get to trade this. But I would be very interested based on the reaction. If anybody's going to be awake in the next coming hours, those are the levels that I've just explained throughout the last 20 minutes that would be interesting. Set the alerts, wait for the level. If we do continue to the upside and break through, then, you know, it is what it is. But if we do get that chance, guys, you know, this would be the trading zone. And it's just a matter of, you know, we need to wait. We need to wait for the levels to react, right? The confluent zones. Let's take a look at some altcoins, but let's go through the comment section right away. Let's go. Hello, alts now. Stop with Bitcoin. Yes, I know, but Bitcoin, yeah. We're talking about scalping. The channel has been built on pure Bitcoin technical analysis, right? This is where we do look for scalping day trading scenarios, all right? We are traders, and I know altcoins have great opportunities. This is why I do have a few altcoins that, oh my goodness, the easiest thing is to buy a bunch and hold on for the next coming months, okay? That's the easiest thing. But overall, we are interested in some swing long positions, low leverage, and I do believe many are just building up here, all right? They're just getting that pullback, all right? And we are very much interested in looking for some swing long positions. I am in several swing long positions, and that was purely based on the live stream that was mentioned on Tuesday, right after the Monday drop. This was an insane opportunity. The Monday drop provided us an insane opportunity to jump into some swing longs. They're very boring. They're just there, right? And now, what is the plan then? You know, if I didn't jump into some swing longs and now we're pulling back, should I be fearful with this pullback? Well, I'm going to say no. You should be very much interested. ICP is one of them. I want to go through the altcoins from the community. I hold a huge bag of ICP. I've actually, you know, I have some swing longs, and I have, you know, a huge bag of ICP on Bybit. It has been going down ever so slightly, but the profits have been there. I've been buying in between $9 and $10 ICP. Would be ready to sell some ICP in the next coming weeks, but not yet. Not yet. We're going to hold on. I do believe that the March highs are going to be taken despite any corrective move. When we do take a look at ICP, it looks very, very good. Very, very good. I do not believe that we're going to break down successfully off this red box. This was explained on Tuesday, and this is why the main reason that this zone was interesting for some swing long trades. Now, if you're not in any trading setups, I need to explain, you know, what would be the overall plan here if you did not get into some swing longs on ICP or on any other altcoins, right? On Tuesday, I'm giving you a really good entry, a good pullback, V-shaped recovery. I'm going to explain this pullback right now and what would be the plan so you know can jump into an altcoin long position on many different altcoins in a safe manner, right? In a safe manner, not going too crazy, not going all in, not using over a 10x leverage, because yeah, we could pull back ever so slightly more, and I would be ready to add ever so slightly to that position if we were to take out some lows. If we were to take out those lows from Monday, I'm going to be ready. This is going to be insanely bullish. This is going to be opportunity because we'll be forming that wedgie structure, right? Not sure if we're going to claim those lows, but just in case we do, the overall plan here is to get into a low leverage long position. Low leverage, when we talk about low leverage on the channel here on altcoins, it's a 2.5, a 3, 4x leverage max, right? When you're pushing it above 5x, then you're pushing it, right? Unless you have a lot of limit longs right there, which you're probably going to be, it's going to be difficult for you to manage risk, right? For me, it's just going to add one more position. If we do claim the lows, I'm just going to add one more 0.5% of my capital on these different altcoins, right? This is how we can manage risk. So on ICP, you know, the main reason why, just like many other altcoins, I do see ICP, all right, higher time frame. The end goal for this, all right, the end goal for in the case of ICP, and this applies to many altcoins, is we bottomed here in 2023. We formed the initial wave to the upside in a wave 1, and we finished this corrective structure in the last few months as a wave 2. Some of the altcoins, these are just lagging behind. Some of the altcoins already claimed March highs, such as ADA, Algorand, you know, many other ones. Chainlink, right, is all the way up there already. Some of them are already here, either here or either here, right? These ones are lagging behind. This applies throughout many different altcoins. Flux is one of them as well. Flux, I do believe that Flux is forming a double 1-2 regarding Elliott wave theory, and it's just going to absolutely rocket in a third wave here in the next coming weeks. So applying this theory on ICP, lots of these high cap coins are lagging behind, and we do have this massive one wave after a brutal bear market, guys. We are coming from a brutal bear market, and we've got the first hype pump, the disbelief rally, right? If I like to say it, right, the first initial wave one in a bull run is a disbelief rally. When you get that pullback, right, people are in doubt, and you do retrace so much in a wave two, most commonly to the golden pocket or to the 7/8 Fibonacci, right? And where we do see the price bottoming out here in the case of ICP is at the 7/8. Classic disbelief pullback wave 2 level. All right, so yeah, we haven't even started in the case of ICP here. And when we do take a look at the lower time frame, what I want to explain, all right, people are bored, that people want to see infinite pumps, right? No, guys, this doesn't happen that way, like that. You know, some altcoins, yes, but not on all of them. So taking a look at the bottom formation, I do see this as an initial wave 1, wave 2. We've got an expanding move here. A little bit of an expanding move. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. Higher low. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I do see this as the ultimate pullback zone. All right. For ICP. This is why this red box is your zone of interest before taking out the highs. My strategy here. Small swing long position. We're looking at a 3-4x leverage. If we do manage to test the lows one more time, I'm looking for that double bottom, adding to the position. If we break down, getting stopped out, right? Only if we double bottom, I will consider adding to that position, right? And then looking eventually for the highs to be taken here from the last couple of weeks on ICP. I mean, this does apply on many different altcoins. However, let's take a look at the altcoins from the community. Okay, let's take a look at altcoins from the community here right away. GRT is a good one. I can see you there in the woods. GRT, time for some love the videos. Cardano please, says Yarin. Okay, ADA, I mean ADA has really exploded, all right, but GRT could be a good one. You know, this theory that we look at on ICP, right? Bear market, disbelief rally, wave 1, wave 2, ADA also retracing to the 7/8 Fibonacci. Massive move here to the upside, claiming March highs. Very explosive move. Not much to say on ADA, okay? ADA is busy with that third wave. Okay, fourth wave at the moment. ADA hit exactly a third wave target, okay? Taking a look at the bear market lows to the pivot high, right, of this wave 1 to the pivot low here of this corrective move. 618 zone, 120, right, ever so slightly levels. That is where this wave peaked out. Very classic for a third wave. So it's busy with the fourth wave. We're not going to focus too much here with Cardano. Cardano, just beautiful correction here. This would have been the moment of interest to jump into that long position, right, based on the analysis that we provided last Tuesday. Guys, time to get into some swing longs here on altcoins. When we get this pullback of 25 to 40%, we want to start jumping into some major swing longs, because a lot of the altcoins are going to bounce very aggressively. Regarding Cardano, very, very choppy right there. Very choppy pullback, kind of bit of a fake out of lower high resistance. Ever so slightly grinding here. It is really struggling here to continue to the upside. It does look pretty damn nice, I have to say, when you take a look at the lows right over here. it does look very nice here with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move. A, B, C. And now you're basically just holding here. Higher lows. Very aggressive. Very rangy, I have to say, for the last few days. Very rangy. But beautiful zigzag. I would speculate that there's this multiple 1-2s, 1-2s, and that these lows could hold. But yeah, best zone would have been this one. Would I enter some swing longs here? I mean, if you want to enter some low leverage swing long position, be ready for the outcome here of a pullback and add to the position. It just would not be the zone. I mean, this was the zone. And if the lows are claimed, then you get a reaction, then you can add to the position, and then you're looking for that double bottom, as explained here with ICP. So not a very interesting zone. Remember, altcoins are very volatile. You get these flash crashes, with this bounce and this retracement and choppiness. Would not be interested. I would feel guilty if I say, hey, get into a long position here, and basically, getting into a 10x, or 5x, people will irresponsibly, and then you get a volatile move down. And it's really not an interesting zone for me. The interesting zone when here was last week, as provided on Tuesday's live stream. So let's take a look at GRT, because GRT could be looking more interesting as it's not hit the March highs. The cryptos that haven't reached March highs, March highs, are the ones that look absolutely epic. For me, they're the ones that I know they are lagging behind, and this high will be claimed at some point entering into 2025. Will it be next week? Will it be in 4 weeks? Doesn't matter. They're just lagging behind, especially these ones such as GRT, ICP. They're going to blow your socks off in the coming weeks. However, people are skeptical. Why aren't my altcoins pumping? I'm losing interest. It's classic, right? You get the major rally. You get people really hyped up and excited. We were saying, guys, we are already in on major spot bags. In October, November. Hey, where were you guys, right? We were very much talking about buy this, buying the other. Of course, you get the major rally, you get the major interest. The channel was getting so much interest with the major rallies. Now we're getting a lot of altcoins pretty much stuck, pulling back, right? Looking like they're dying off. This is a pullback, guys. It is a pullback. Cannot stress this enough. Then when we get the pump again, then interest will go up, right? And then we'll say, guys, remember this zone? Well, we were very much interested in this area. So GRT here, somebody's asking about GRT. Beam, we'll go through Beam. Anchor, please. Also from 2012, Carmen. The trade has been Bitcoin. Much love. Maz from Boston. How you doing, my man? One of my legit followers from a long time ago, my man. Maz, hope you're doing well. Your family. Hope you're healthy and fit. And life is good for you, my man. Nice to see you. Seb, GRT alarm went off. We are going to go through GRT right away, okay? GRT. Then we got somebody saying Anchor. We can take a look at Anchor, and then we can take a look at Beam, okay? Let me go here through the altcoins, guys, but we are interested. GRT, another high gap coin that I'm actually pretty surprised that we did not manage to reach the March highs, okay? I'm surprised that the hype did not continue after the breakout of the accumulation zone, and we just didn't continue to the upside. So let's just focus a little bit on the potential scenarios on GRT. Eventually, the best zone, just like many coins, we said, guys, you can take a look at all of the altcoins if you wish. Back on Tuesday's stream, start thinking of low leverage swing long positions. Some of them are very close to entry, so I have to say that some of them are very close to the entry zone. GRT swinging long levels were basically mentioned on, the altcoin long levels were mentioned on Tuesday for swing longs with low leverage. GRT, we're very close to that area from that stream here on Tuesday. I mean, Wednesday max before we got the bounce. Retracing, very wedgy. You could speculate that this could be on the verge of, breaking out, right? You got the bounce, consolidation, very poor, low selling pressure. You might get the interest and break through here. So GRT, very solid project. Could we speculate that GRT It's just really forming a very, very large corrective, structure here in a, a flaggy descending channel after the major bounce, and it's going to pop out. Low leverage, swing long position, I have to say, okay? Let's go. I got this. Hang on a second. What's going on here? So, yeah, basically going through the higher time frames with the explanation here, okay, guys? Muy importante. Very important. When we do take a look at this massive leg to the upside, I mean, at least taking out the March highs. Regardless, GRT did bottom out here in November, December of 2022. You got a nice wave here, retracement, nice wave here, retracement. Even though if it were to be an expanding move, we are looking for those March highs to be taken. Okay, so we are interested. If you are accumulating, you should have accumulated here or accumulated here throughout, September, October, as we mentioned on many altcoins. Would I buy some altcoins here? Not me personally. I would be interested more in swing trading with low leverage, very responsible. And when we do take a look at this last retracement here on GRT, for me it's a no-brainer, almost claiming that low, but it did not. So you're looking at a double 1-2 here. Yeah, this looks extremely bullish. Double 1-2, not claiming that low. As you do not claim that low here, you have to speculate on a double 1-2, and this is the third wave. When we take a look at Fibonacci retracement from the pivot low, speculating on this wave 3, right? When we do speculate on a double 1-2 here, which is 1-2, and then we have the next 1-2, this 1-2 is part of a third wave, right, on the higher time frames, right? So you got the 1, 2, 3, 4. You're looking at 4 to bottom out, and then another wave to the upside, because this 1-2 is part of a third wave. So yeah, I mean, it does make sense that the 382 to 50% Fibonacci has to be the bottoming zone for GRT. It has to be the bottoming zone. So far we hit the 50%, but to the T here, as you can see, from this pivot low to the pivot high. Very common ultimate level for your wave 4 to bottom out. Some of the altcoins did manage to get below the 50% Fibonacci, as we were talking about here on Tuesday and last Wednesday. The swinging long in zones to look for the highs to be taken. And this is a swing trade, guys. This is going to take a few weeks potentially to get up there. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It might even pull back. But this is why we are interested in the, the swing trade strategy here, which is using low leverage and be ready to add to the position, right? Be ready to add to the position, especially if you sweep up those lows in the case of GRT, because that would confirm a zigzag structure. When you get that movement down, dead cat bounce, sometimes you claim the low, double bottom right there. You're looking for that wedgie structure. You're looking for a wedgie structure and a 3-wave corrective move. Preferably we do get that 3-wave corrective move, claim the lows, boom, recover. So this is why this is a swing long strategy, where we're looking at a 3-4x using 0.5%, right? Small amounts of your capital, because if this were to be the low and we're just going to break out from the highs, even though you risk 0.5 with a bit of leverage, you're already going to make 3-4%, right, on that altcoin, on just one altcoin. You don't need to go too crazy, and this is a boring swing long. We always need to manage risk overall, right? We need to manage risk, guys. They say scared money don't make money, but aggressive money also loses a lot of money very fast, right? Potentially almost all of your money, right? So just be responsible with your risk management, guys. You can burn an account faster than you can make money, right? If you're not responsible. So overall, on GRT, looking at this theory, looking at that wave 4, the thing is, your invalidation here is coming down to the golden pocket, which is almost overlapping your wave 1 here. So yeah, this zone, if you do double bottom, in the case of GRT, hitting the 23-cent level, if it were to happen again, I mean, this happened on Monday, almost testing it on Tuesday, guys, swing longs are here. Would I consider entering a swing long right now? Hey, what if this was the low, right? What if this was the low? And we just got an epic bounce. We're just consolidating. And now we're going to form, the next wave here. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 on GRT. I have to say there is a possibility because we already retraced to the 4th wave targets. Very aggressive pullback. Dead cat bounce. Now we're just grinding for the last few days with a pullback. Bitcoin all-time high. Maybe it's the time for altcoins, right? If it's not in the next coming days, it will be in the next couple of weeks. Claiming the low or not claiming the low. So this is why you want to manage your risk. You want to have a strategy. And in my strategy here is low leverage on some swing longs, right? Based on the Monday's drop. And on Tuesday, Wednesday, we're already looking for those positions before we get a bounce. When we bounce it, we're not interested to FOMOing in. This is why I'm considering right now with this retracement that, hey, with this retracement right now, we're getting close to entry zone. People that have missed out on that entry from last week. It's looking very interesting. We need to decrease here a little bit of risk because when we're looking at a 3-4x leverage, low capital, and look to add, obviously liquidation, you want it, pretty far away. With a low leverage, you're obviously going to have it far away. If you're using a 10x, your liquidation is going to be stuck to your bum in the case of the altcoins. Worst case scenario that I'm looking here is claim the lows from last Monday. Claim the lows and looking for that zigzag. And, looking at the waves, it really is just getting ready for the next leg to the upside. Okay? People will not believe it till we actually get the move up. We'll be ready. We're managing risk, low leverage, low capital, getting ready for the trading plan. And then, in this case scenario, if you get into a swing long trade with low leverage, you're slightly in unrealized profits. You want that recovery above the lows from Monday, from any drop on any altcoin. The moment you get above, you're ready to add to the position, and stop loss remains beneath the low after the recovery from that drop. Very important, guys. Very, very important. Then you're looking for that wedgie structure, right? And you're looking for that breakout. So it's really important to understand the waves, the Fibonacci levels, your invalidations, the recovery, the sign of strength. This is where I'm adding to the position aggressively. Okay, we just need to be ready. I need to give you that plan just in case I'm not around, right? So anyway, that would be a swing perspective. This is boring trading. I'm more of an aggressive scalper and day trader. I like to really look for those different spots, just like Aiden here in the Legends trading community, right? Where it's, basically providing a scalp short trading setup today. Hey, obviously we're not looking for longs as we're almost at all-time high. If you're not in longs already as a day trader as well, if you're not in a day trade long already, we're almost at the highs. You're not going to jump into a long into the highs. So the short provided today from Aiden was, basically creating that, failed breakout, double top, right? Swing failure pattern, if you wish, and looking for a pullback of a few $1,000s. So I like these aggressive scalps, especially on Bitcoin, right? But we are interested in altcoins, right? We realize the opportunities that there is on those altcoins. GRT can be traded on Bybit. It can be traded on, 𝗖𝗍𝗃. It can be traded on all these different platforms. You got great bonuses down below. Weeks has one of the biggest bonuses out there, but the biggest bonus is on bluffing. $100,000 deposit bonus, more deposit in trade, more airdrops you're going to get, okay? GRT can be traded on these two exchanges. The good thing about these two exchanges, why I'm pointing them out, is you just need an email and a password to sign up and start trading, okay? Check out the links down below, guys. Scroll down. You got some great bonuses on those exchanges. Bitcoin getting a bit of a pullback. Bit of a back test. The plan is there, guys. Reaction levels. See if we do get the reaction. Bitcoin analysis was explained the first 20 minutes of the stream. Just in, Dario sold 𝗖𝗍𝗃 for GRT. We do not need to panic, guys, on these cryptos. Okay, 𝗖𝗍𝗃. People are very much panicking because we got the pullback, right, from the highs. This is where you want to, guys. No financial advice, but these pullbacks is where you should be interested in scooping up some, right? Where do we have a solid chart here on 𝗖𝗍𝗃? I mean, this one's available on Bybit. on 𝗬𝗫, on many different ones. But yeah, you got the rejection from the highs. Very, very classic. This one will blow your socks off in 2025 at some point. Okay, so it's, you know, this is even a better buying zone with the pullback. Let's go right away. Chicken biryani sold US dollar tether for tether. Very cool. 𝗬𝗏𝘆 in the house. Do we have 𝗬𝗏𝘆 here? TET still looking great as well. Let's take a look at this one from 𝗬𝗏𝘆. Absolute legend. Shout out to 𝗬𝗏𝘆, guys. Absolute legend. He is a coach in the Legends trading community. And he's also got his YouTube channel providing insane analysis every single day. Here he is, 𝗬𝗏𝘆, in the pinned comment. You got him as a moderator as well. Shout out to you. Check him out, guys. He's in the pinned comment. If you don't know who he is, absolute legend. Insane analysis every single day on YouTube as well. He's a coach in the Legends trading community, providing live streams every single day for the community, answering questions, and, you know, basically sharing his charts every day and setups. 𝗬𝗏𝘆 is a legend, says Bernie. He absolutely is. Let's take a look at TET here. Tectum, right? If I'm not mistaken. Tectum. Yes. Tectum still looking very interesting. Shout out to 𝗬𝗏𝘆. Let's take a look at this one on the higher time frame. Woo! Still looking very interesting. Got a bit of a fake out from lower high resistance. What would be epic on Tectum right now is to claim the lows. If we do claim these lows on Tectum, it's going to be absolutely epic. I'm not sure if we will, but if we do, I'm actually going to set some alerts right there. Let's set some alerts on Tectum, because if we do sweep up some lows here from the last few weeks, I would be more interested in the double bottom than the potential breakout for a successful breakout of the trend. I really want to, you know, catch the lows. If you do get that reaction at the lows, it's pulling back ever so slightly now. I would be very much interested either from, you know, even better from these lows. In the case of Tectum, if we sweep up those lows, right, many will think, oh, this is a head and shoulder structure we're going to break down. But yeah, we need that reaction. Sweep up the lows, get the reaction bounce. That's where I would be interested in longing Tectum, or even buying some spot. Tectum is looking very interesting indeed. Will pick up on discount. Bye bye BTC. Sold all my spots, says Elon Tusk. Oh my goodness, somebody sold here all the Bitcoin. All the Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, we've been hearing this throughout the last few weeks, right? I've been selling a bit of Bitcoin, not all my spot, but I've been selling a little bit on the bull run, but not all of it, without a doubt. There's no chance I would sell all my Bitcoin. But yeah, it could be. Could we go down to $90,000? Well, once we start breaking down a bit of structure, we're still very much in an uptrend. Somebody saying bye bye Bitcoin on every single pullback that we have of 2%, right? So yeah, not even that, maybe, right? Not even a 1% pullback. We are uptrending, guys, okay? Very important to understand that the market is uptrending, right? So it's interesting how, you know, on every single pullback of 1-2%, you know, this is it. This is the top. You know, I'm going to buy at 90k. Once we fill the CME gap at 70k, I'll be buying more. We're uptrending, right? And there's a very, very interesting chart that's from 2023, right? Extremely similar price action that we do have here. Very wedgy. We got a volatile move down. Classic topping zone, right? This is a classic poor price action where you form a very, you know, very, very poor price action, higher highs and higher lows, very wedgy. Everybody's expecting that major sweep of the higher lows right there, and then the price just rockets, and it just forms very shallow pullbacks and very, you know, local double, triple tops. This is why shorts should be taken into, you know, taken as scalps. what can I say? This is the classic grinding movement that it does look like it's going to sweep up the lows and get a major pullback, which it could. But you know, I am supporting the possibility as well that, hey, you know, then there's no pullback that happens and you just go parabolic. And this is, you know, very, very similar price action that we did have here back in November of 2023, right? Very choppy, highs, you know, very wedgy. And you're expecting that, you know, collapse here of you know, $5,000, you know, even $8,000 to sweep up the lows, because it doesn't look very strong price action. And then the price just suddenly, you know, after these pullbacks of 1-2%, right, 3-4% in some cases, you know, you do get that major rally. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. You know, this is not a, you know, it wouldn't be a zone that I wouldn't be surprised if the price just continues going up. We're in bull market. So good day, sir. Can you do TA on 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽, please? We can take a look at that right away. Why not? Mariella is in the house. Mariella, morning legends. Much love to you. Beam also. Elijah, sorry, my man. Elijah has been asking for Beam for the last 20 minutes or 30 minutes or the entire stream. Let's take a look at Beam right away. Is that the gaming project? Beam. Let's take a look at Beam. Why not? Let's take a look at it right away. What would be the best exchange here to take a look at Beam? Let's go on Bybit here. Beam. We would want to see another. Let's see if we do have more data here. Oh, Beam on BitGet. It seems like I want to see the exchange with more data here. I mean, well, it basically launched and it got a major rally in 2023. So yeah, we're gonna have to go. Beam has been doing very good the last couple of months. Nice recovery here. Beam looks muy interesante, getting a pretty decent pullback here, especially today, right? It's just rolling down. Let's analyze a little bit of the higher time frame. Where could this pullback bottom out? When we do retrace to the 0.88 Fibonacci from a major correction, and we do come up to the 0.88, there's extreme high probability that the highs, all-time highs in the case of Beam, are going to be taken at some point. Why? Because this decreases the possibility of the price, you know, forming an impulse to the downside in a wave 2. So overall, looking at Beam since the launch, it does look very 5-wavy. 5-wave being the strongest one. Nice pump, consolidation, pump, and then larger pullback here to the downside. Sweeping the lows of the 4th wave and then recovering here. When we do take a look at the lows, let's analyze here a little bit of Elliott wave theory on the latest movements of the last couple of months from the extreme low levels, and let's, you know, try and count the waves and the different possibilities. So when we do take a look at Beam here with this movement, you know, nice parabolic move throughout October, November, right? You know, it's very, very nice momentum, you know, pretty steep, very, very nice. When we do take a look at the waves, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, you have to count this as a double 1, 2. You cannot count this in any other way. There's no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and an expanding move. We did not take out the highs, so you got a first initial wave and then a retracement forming a higher low. Then you got this next wave, and then this retracement. You have to count this after this breakout that we had throughout November as a flat structure. It's the only way you could do so. So just like many other altcoins where you haven't formed 5 waves up before this major breakout, lots of them have formed double 1, 2, right? It's the only way you can count it. Double 1, 2 here. There's no 5 waves. There's no expanding moves. You just got 2 peaks. and you have to come to the conclusion that you've had a flat here. So it's a double 1-2 and then this wave up, and you still need to form 4-5-4-5 and, you know, break out the all-time highs in the case of Beam. So when we take a look at this low to the pivot high, on Monday, last Monday, we did retrace below the 382. I mean, Beam didn't manage to claim some more highs here. After last Monday's drop, we did claim another high. So could we be forming a bit of an ABC flat here? I mean, it would be aggressive. ABC 1, 2. Yeah, there is a chance. I would set some alerts here that if 50% Fibonacci is claimed with the lows from last Monday's drop, I would be very much interested in longing Beam, you know, in a nutshell. And you know, the simple reason why here on Beam, this is the 0.028 zone. I'm not sure if we will get that pullback. For the moment, it is dropping quite aggressively, but we have the 1-2, 1-2 in a flat here. The third wave, and now speculating on that fourth wave to the downside, should bottom out in this zone and then recover. And for me, I'm not in a rush to jump into major longs just in case whatever could happen, right? I'm already in some swing longs from lower, but this is why we want to remain patient. You know, these coins are pulling back. A lot of them are pulling back still, so you know, we're going to remain patient to our most interest zones. You know, in the case of Beam, it would be actually sweeping up the lows on Monday. It would be nice. We're dropping down quite aggressively throughout the last, you know, couple of days after the major pump that we had. So it would be nice, you know, sweep up the low, come down to 50% Fibonacci, wick down, recovery. I would be interested in longing this zone. Even stop loss at the golden pocket would be the invalidation, and the you know, 0.024 zone. And this is a swing long. It's boring. It's going to take a few weeks potentially to recover back up to the highs and maybe hit all-time high. It's going to be boring. This is swing trading. It's going to take some time. This would be the interesting zone. I've set the alerts. If Beam comes down there, that is where I would want to swing long. Beam is one of the strongest gaming projects out there. So beautiful rally throughout, you know, November. Just cooling off here. Got a bit of volatility. Would be nice. With the low formed in August, this is still bullish, very bullish. It's a bit parabolic, and this is the kind of pullback that you retrace to the parabola basically, and then you get the next leg to the upside very aggressively, right? Continuing the parabolic move. This is parabolic structure, even though it doesn't look like it. So yeah, that retracement is going to be the must. It's going to be the must buy. Regarding Fibonacci, regarding Elliott wave count, it's just going to be a must. Your best option was longing on Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. But if you want to get into a small swing long, just in case those lows are not taken, you know, use a very low leverage, low capital, and be ready to add once you claim those lows if you do so and recover above them. This is the moment you need to start getting aggressive. Stop loss here, and then you're looking for that 3-4 to 1 risk to reward in a matter of a few weeks. 3-4 to 1 risk to reward in a matter of a few weeks. This is a big trade. People want 10x's fast. They want you know 10 to 1 risk rewards. It's not always that easy, guys. Legends. Make sure to destroy the like button. Today's been a little bit, I'll do a live stream earlier tomorrow. We'll be cracking on Ethereum on tomorrow's live stream. So make sure to destroy the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be focusing on Ethereum tomorrow because Ethereum is lagging behind. Not hitting all-time high just yet, but it's very much on its way. It's very much on its way. We're going to need to crack Ethereum here. We did slightly double top. I think Ethereum is going to blow your socks off. Got analysis ready that I want to provide on tomorrow's stream. Can we take a look at 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽? 𝗬𝗿𝗆, why not? We're taking a look at some altcoins here for the community. That's AR as ticker symbol, if I am not mistaken. 𝗬𝗿𝗆, yes it is. Let's take a look at 𝗬𝗿𝗆, why not? Beam, set the alerts. I'm interested in Beam, guys. We claimed those lows from last Monday. I'm longing if we double bottom. I got the alerts. I will be jumping on the long without a doubt. Beam can be traded on many different platforms. Okay, Beam is there. Beam can be traded throughout all of the platforms. Basically, it is a high cap gaming project. Weeks, just with an email and a password, you can sign up, guys. $20,000 deposit bonus on Bluffin. They have the highest bonus right now. And you can trade Beam here as well. There's hundreds of altcoins to trade here, guys. Check out the link down below with an email and a password. Weeks, absolutely awesome. Also Bluffin, guys. I know a lot of people, cannot trade on other platforms. You got Weeks and Bluffin as a great alternative. Let's take a look here. From Chicago, Benjamin, my man, number 326 on the like button, absolute legend. We're just getting ready, guys. Potential pullbacks, all right? Bitcoin now pulling back a little bit, right? We've got some scenarios, some levels of interest. Bitcoin is pulling back. Lower highs right over here, kind of a back test. Very difficult, I have to say. Very difficult zone to jump into a short, because you could form a three-wave structure, but you just don't know if you're going to form a flat, right? This is, very, very difficult to speculate on a lower high in such a strong bullish trend. But it's, pulling back here over $1,000 throughout the last couple of hours. The plans are given in advance here throughout the first 30 minutes of the stream. 𝗬𝗿𝗆, let's take a look at 𝗬𝗿𝗆. What a major rally in 2024. In Q1, big rally, bit of a wedgie structure here on 𝗬𝗿𝗆. Very, very corrective, very wedgy. Got the initial breakout. This looks pretty damn nice, I have to say. Let's take a look at the lower time frames on 𝗬𝗿𝗆, because one, two, three, four, five. What is disturbing here on 𝗬𝗿𝗆 is he got a bit of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a bit of a contracting move. You would arguably discuss, not really bit of a contracting move in a 5-wave structure. What's going on? Yeah, a bit of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not going to micro count this, but we broke a big, large corrective move here. In the case of 𝗬𝗿𝗆, major crash. Maybe this one's coming down to test those lows from last Monday, potentially. I mean, this is the level that I would be interested in, that swing failure pattern. One more low. I mean, if it does drop down, we would want to be interested in catching a lower level, right? Golden pocket from the lows of November here. I mean, would be ideal if we do not double bottom from here on 𝗬𝗿𝗆 from the lows created last Monday, and we just break down. I would be paying attention to the golden pocket where we have that higher time frame, higher low. This was from the 26th of November. I'm going to set some alerts here as well. 𝗬𝗿𝗆 is a pretty good project. Almost claiming these lows right over here. I'm going to set some alerts. If I am awake, if we maintain beneath these lows from last Monday, I'm not interested in a long. I would be waiting patiently for the golden pocket, which is sitting right over here where we have this higher low on the 26th of November. This is $18.50. We need to wait patiently. Right now, so close to these lows, I would not be interested in jumping into a long. I mean, would wait for the lows to be taken, get the reaction. If it double bottoms, then it would be interested in longing. If it breaks down, golden pocket would be my next zone with this higher low SFP, and then you're looking for that very steep wedgie structure. And I mean, you do have 5 waves here, bit of an contracting move. Yeah, so you'd have to come with that conclusion here. Best levels on R wave, golden pocket from this low. If you break through from Monday's lows, you got an SFP level right there, beautiful. You would be forming that wedgie structure. Those are the levels here for R wave that I would be interested in. I've set some alerts on R wave. Just going to remain patient. Legends, también me voy yo de vacas, says Random. Much love, everybody. Got some plans, got some levels, got some reaction zones. Just going to remain patient for those levels to be hit. Already in some swing long positions on different altcoins. Legends, thank you very much for joining. Tired out. I will do an earlier live stream. We were going to focus on Ethereum tomorrow. Let's see the different scenarios. Trade safe. Much love to everybody, and I will see you tomorrow.